How to scream. Ooh, where do I begin? There's so much you could do. I mean, fuck. Well, first of all, I'm going to be going over the basics for beginners and text. And besides that, I'm going to be doing it from how I started, how I do my lows, how do I do my highs, mediums, whatever the fuck you want to call them. I'm going to be going through all of that, how I've learned, how you can practice, get better. Alright, beginners, how to scream, false chord. You want to use your diaphragm, this little area, this little sexy area right here, where it's near, right above your belly button, right below your ribs. You want to use that to expand, not your chest. You see how I do that? You don't want to do that. You want to do, so your shoulders barely move, little to none, and you want to go, and basically, if you want to get that sound, basically you want to almost, like Ian said, you want to bark like a dog. You want to go, woof, woof, woof. But you want to take out the R and take out the A, or take out the F. And then you want to hold that roof, so it'd be, oh! So you get something like that. You can hold it for probably really long. You can be, you can learn how to hold it. That's basically the beginning, is you got to learn how to basically push with your diaphragm, just slightly, not too much, otherwise you'll blow out your vocal cords. And you just want to basically aggressively roof, like roof, 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 roof. That's basically the beginning. Alright, so now that you've gotten some kind of idea on how to do the basic screaming method, you should want to learn, find out some places where you can practice, such as, I would say, your room, basically. But if your parents don't like it, and you can probably drive, you can drive a car, and you could do it there while you're listening to music. You can do it in the shower, but I'm sure people will still hear it because it's really loud. It's like way louder than what I'm talking. If you did a high, if I did a high, you could probably hear it throughout my house, and I'm sure the people upstairs probably are pissed off already, but whatever, they're my upstairs neighbors, no one cares about them. But anyways, you should be, if you do a high, well, this is me, but if you do a high, I could probably stand a block away from, or half a block away from you, and a really non-busy street, I could go, yeah! You'd probably hear it decently well, and you could, yeah, you probably hear it. So that's why when you see vocalists doing live, they do lows really close so you can hear it, because lows aren't as projected as highs are, because you got your mouth open, all that, blah, blah, blah. If your parents have a problem with it, I think the best suggestion for you to do is to work away when your parents aren't home, or people that would yell at you or something. You'd want them to be gone out of your house, and basically, so you have time to do it. Basically 30 minutes a day would probably be the best, but you could do it maybe an hour a day, something like that, going through, but if you live in an apartment building that isn't allowed to basically have loud noises, really loud noises where you're like blasting music, screaming, blah, 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 I would suggest trying to find a friend that has time that you could do it, maybe learn with him, or just ask him if you can learn at his house if he has time, or if he doesn't mind it. But other than that, I think you're on your own, because I don't know a lot more. If you can, if you think of any good places, put them in the comments. I mean, fuck, you could be like, scream in the toilet. Say something like that. I don't give a shit. Just think of some creative places to do it, and that won't annoy people too much. I don't know. Okay, practicing with music. First thing you want to do is you're probably going to either want headphones or speakers, which I have over there, but I normally use my headphones from my iPod. The best thing is to not have them too low, because then you won't be able to determine what they're saying. Well, not necessarily what they're saying, but you want to be able to hear what they're doing so you can reproduce that sound into your own vocals. You don't want it too high, because then you're going to be pushing too hard, and then you'll probably blow out your vocal cords, and I don't want to be responsible for that, so I'm just saying don't go too high. So you shouldn't be pushing too hard, because if you push like really hard, it'll sound like shit. Your voice, you'll probably lose your voice after that, and everything will get bad, and your parents will be like, "What, you sucking too much dick or something?" And basically just do it at a medium thing where you can hear your voice and their voice, and basically sing along with it as you would like singing or something, so you can basically reproduce that sound in with your own vocals. Producing your own sound. Now that's a good one, because me personally, I don't think I have my own sound yet. I don't really work a lot with doing my own. I mean, I don't know, I like doing covers, but I'm only 16 and I'm probably not going to be in a band for a while, and I don't even think I'm good enough to be in a band yet, but I don't know, I'm waiting until I get a job, then, you know, whatever happens, happens. So, basically, producing your own sound using different amounts of air pushing out. For air, for my highs, I use a lot of air. You're like, yeah! But I can hold a low a lot longer, probably like 12 seconds, something like that. And it'd be like, something like that, but I know that wasn't 12 seconds, it was probably like 6, 8, something like that. Anyways, yeah, so try moving your tongue a little bit, because I go, and basically play around. I mean, I don't know how to pig squeal yet. The best I got is like, I don't pig squeal, so, but you could probably mess around, put your tongue at the tip of your mouth, try projecting a brie kind of noise with your lows. Air control. You're gonna need this, whether you want to be in a band or do covers or just learn how to scream. You're gonna want air control whether you like it or not. You're gonna need it for one, fast songs, or for two, songs that take up a lot of anything. I mean, the beginning of This Is Exile, that takes up a lot of air, but it's just like, this was also a sister, referring to the superiority to which will fall to her monsters, but it's a life for open the grave eternal Bible. I lost air. I didn't have enough breath, and that was basically, I just proved it to you on the camera that you're gonna need air for that. You're gonna want air, otherwise your screams, they're gonna sound really airy, because they're gonna be like, they have no power to them. It's just gonna be like your voice smashing together, trying to produce a sound with no air coming out. I mean, that's how you talk, is with air. Practice at least 30 times a day. If you can get 15 minutes a day on practicing every day, that would probably increase your chances of getting really good in a certain amount of time. What else? If it hurts, stop. Just stop right there. Wait about 5-10 minutes. And then go back to it, but try a different procedure. Like if you went like, it doesn't really hurt, but if you did that, you made that sound and it sounds like shit and it hurts your voice, you're going to want to do something that either move your tongue, move your mouth a little bit, try to change. Try different things. It's trial and error. You're going to hurt yourself whether you want to or not. It's going to come with learning how to scream. I personally had a time where I couldn't even hold a high without hurting my voice. I learned how to do different ways and I got really high. They sound a lot more constant. Alright, now we're going to go over the topic of Randy Blythe from Lamb of God. He's got one of the most unique voices I've ever heard, and somehow I was practicing Lamb of God one day, and I got this kind of medium that actually sounded a little bit like him. You may not agree, I think it sounds pretty damn close to him. It sounds almost like, I, by, say, die, I. Something like that. It gives it a little bit of pop, but there's something about his voice not a lot of people can catch on to. When you do Now You've Got Something to Die For, he does this curve where it's now, it goes, it starts from a medium, then goes, now. He goes from a high to a low, yo. So he does that again, and then he goes, got, and then something to die for. So basically he's doing curves to make it, the pronunciation basically easier to understand without always having to look at the lyrics. That's one thing I love about that band. Now you got something to die for. Now you got something to die for. Good for you. Good for you. Phil Bozeman, Whitechapel, you know you love him. Screaming like him, he took me, trying to basically a little bit match up to him, took me a year and a half of vocals to actually sound something like him, which is in my Section 8 video, and it's basically my low of what I've learned. So that as he's got that medium low, but he can go like his bass scream is I would say more of a low than a medium, but he can go lower than his normal screaming voice. He's got that kind of guttural feel to it, and he's got that pop that you can always hear. Like if you hear End of Flesh, he says I am alive, and you can hear that. It just sounds really aggressive, and he's just an amazing vocalist. It just sounds like I am alive. Something like that. I mean, I honestly don't think I sound a lot like him, but there's always time to practice. Shit, practice with me. And his highs. You gotta get on that. People think he's got a different style of highs, but I don't think that's true. I think it's more of his style of what he wants. He wants more of that lower tone, basically all deathcore kind of. So he does I, but this is where you can learn how to use your diaphragm a little bit more. Most people, like Suicide Silence, Mitch Luker, he pushes a lot more air out that produces more of a louder noise and a more projected, higher pitched sound, basically. So if you my scalpel glides, my attention cast aside, something like that. I mean, I don't sound a lot like Phil Bozeman at all. He's just got that aggressive low voice that I probably can't manipulate my voice to do. So you're gonna have to work with me on that one, on using your imagination. You're infatuated with the ignorance we don't pretend to ignore. With the time of preparation, I can be a tyrant and sure that you're fall. Your quitting so very entice you to kill everything that you love. Mitch Luker. Everyone loves him. Everyone probably knows him. I'm basically going to go just over his highs, because that's the only thing I personally think we need to go over. Because his highs do get pretty damn high, but his lows are just like, they're just blah, you know. So, I guess the first thing I should go over is, first probably 3 months, you won't even get to his old highs from his first album. And I think after like 5 months, you might get somewhere. If you practice every day, you might get somewhere near him. But a lot of practice is going to be have to put into that if you're going to want to achieve Mitch Luker's highs. Basically, it's just practice. all I can say is, even if you hate the sound of your voice, just keep practicing. There's nothing else you can do but practice. If people are saying you sound like shit, let that motivate you. Just be like, hey, fuck you, I'm gonna get better, I'm gonna prove you wrong. You go look at my whole fucking videos, I personally think I sound like shit. It's embarrassing, honestly. I mean, I've been doing this for like 2 years now, and I can just see how much I've improved, and it feels so good, honestly. And everyone has been liking my videos, and I just feel so happy about it. I feel like I should be more connected with my YouTube channel more, and I think I'm going to, as long as I have the time to. My mom's been getting off work a lot earlier, so I'll have to fit in time, just like I said before. But overall, I think I'm going to be making a lot more videos, probably maybe bi-weekly, at least maybe three videos a month. I don't know. But just get his highs. You can do it. You can work. You can just work from that slight pop. You can hear those pops a little bit more than you would his new ones. Because his new ones, he has a range. It's just like you have a full range from... You have a range right there. He has his own range from high highs, medium highs, and low highs. And if you listen to listen to the Black Crown. Just listen to it, go on YouTube, it doesn't really matter, just listen to it. You can tell that he's more involved with his highs than he is a lot with his lows. And I think he realizes that with the amount of ranges he has with his highs, he's gonna make something a new trend out of that. So basically, you're gonna want high, medium, low. I mean, you could hear it. You can just practice. I've been practicing for 2 years. I'm gonna keep doing it until I'm fucking, I don't even know. So basically, that's 4 vocalists in a nutshell. I hope you guys enjoyed all of this, because I spent all day at school writing what I was going to say, how I was going to say it, and I barely looked at the thing. But I don't even know. I hope you liked it, and please, please, please like this video, favorite it, and subscribe. Gotta, just please do it, because it would help me out a lot, and I would very much appreciate it. If this helped you at all, if it just helped you, just subscribe. That's all I ask. And then maybe post it on Facebook. Tell anyone you can that wants to learn how to scream. Just show them my old covers, or my recent covers, because I hate my old covers. But, so, goodbye!